Vera tafu s-salina ta' kull ġimgħa nħobb niċċelebra kultura differenti. Ma llum verament għandna mistieden speċjali magħna għandna l-ambaxxatur ta' Turkija, l-eċċellenza tiegħu Kerem Karatli. Something like that.
Exactly like
Your
that.
English is very good. I'm afraid my Turkish cannot be the same.
Thank you for the compliments.
But I can say marhaba.
I can say you marhaba as well, because it's a common word.
It's true.
In Turkish and Maltese.
It's true. But
one of the many common words.
I can say nasılsın?
Çok teşekkür ederim.
That's it. That was stop. Niprofa nagħmel naqra show off.
Thank
Mela,
you very much.
it's such a pleasure and an honor that you're with us, honestly, and that we have Chef Uğur with us as well. And you're honestly preparing us a feast, a literal feast, which is breakfast in Turkey.
Thank you very much. Thank you, first of all, for having me in Ilum Steph, giving me the opportunity to open up Turkish culinary culture, including the rich Turkish breakfast, to the tastes and hearts of our dear Maltese people and friends. Especially taking the occasion that as embassy, as one of the all Turkish missions abroad, we are carrying out activities to celebrate the World Breakfast Day on the first Sunday of June.
Okay.
And we will concentrate on Turkish breakfast cuisine, I would say, on that occasion, and taking into consideration that this is the 55th year of the anniversary of the establishment of our diplomatic relations between our two friendly countries. This is an opportune moment to touch upon our joint richness in culture and commonalities in culture, to extend and further our best relationship of friendship and cooperation to further heights. And culture is only one.
When you see that kind of presentation that chef prepared, it's like you say, is this a feast? But this is something which is literally Turkish. Maltese people, when you tell them, let's go to eat Turkish or let's eat something Turkish, our brain automatically goes to kebab, because that's what we associate Turks with, Turkish food. But this is something that you do on a regular basis in Turkey, and anyone who's Turkish and living in Malta. Where did this tradition come from, this richness of a breakfast? Because this is not a normal breakfast, you know. We're used to some cereal with milk and we run off to work. How did this tradition start?
Exactly. Actually, kebab is known worldwide, and many people think that it is all of Turkish cuisine, which is not actually just a part of it, an important part of it, but just a part of it. Turkish cuisine is much richer, much wider than that, with differentiations according to regions in Turkey, and in the old times in the Ottoman Empire, of course. Let me tell you that breakfast in English, we call it kahvaltı. The longer original word is kahvealtı, which means under the coffee.
Okay.
So we have usually this rich Turkish-style breakfast every morning, if you wish, and in the villages and even in towns they do, in the morning with tea, then after coffee. And you can have tea and coffee all the rest of the day. Actually, the coffee which accompanies after breakfast was introduced to Turks when the Ottomans
long time ago
conquered Yemen. It was brought Yemen to the Ottoman territories, and then with the merchants carrying coffee to Istanbul, it became an imperial drink.
May I ask, Chef, because he's going to be making us melemen, right?
Yes.
Melemen
Yes.
in Maltese, but a different version of it, we call it balbugliata. It is similar to balbugliata because in the olden days, even our mothers used to make it. Tomatoes and onions, but you do it in a bit different way, and it's called melemen. And I know Chef Ur is waiting for me patiently. I don't know if he can give us some tea as well.
Of course.
Because this is what it makes it so beautiful, even the presentation. This is something very basic, right? This thing, every family would have a teapot, or I don't know if I can call it teapot, a teapot like this, which you keep, most of the time you keep it on. You don't even switch it off, right? You keep it on during the day.
Exactly.
It's got those small candles at the bottom, which you can seal it. And you literally have tea all day long.
Yes, actually this is the old Turkish style. Yes, as you explained. I mean, you can keep it on as long as you wish. And then have it all day long.
And then you use those cups, right?
Yes, actually tea glasses.
These glasses. Chef, would you make us some tea, please? I know I'm being very demanding, but I'm trying not to bother you. But at the same time, I want to show how it's served because, like I was explaining, most Maltese people wouldn't know how the tradition goes. And this is how the tea is served. With the water on the side and these small cups, right? These small glasses.
The small, I would say tulip-shaped glasses. Those are typical for Turkey because, as you know, I mean, tulip has the origin in Turkey.
That's where it started?
That's where it started.
That's why the glass is like a tulip?
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
Exactly. The typical Turkish tea glasses are in the shape of tulip.
Oh.
That is why you can have it. I mean, have tea with cups, of course.
But this makes it more.
That in European style cups. It is indeed consumed in cups in Turkey, but this is the
traditional.
This is the classical traditional style.
And then you can add sugar because it's quite strong, right? This is strong tea.
It is as you like. It is strong. Actually, up to your preference. I mean, the original color usually is this. Okay. You can have it light tea or dark tea. But usually we have it this way. And according to your taste, you can have it with sugar or without sugar.
Something else, because you were saying before that the tea is used all day, like you drink tea all day. Another tradition which you have, so we explained the presence of the backgammon on the table, is that the men, usually, they, after work, or every opportunity they get, they go to the coffee shops, right?
Yes,
but they drink tea.
In coffee houses, actually, they drink tea. They used to, and still they do, coffee and tea as well. Tea is being boiled all day long.
All day. It just stays all the time. It doesn't even get switched off.
But of course, the trick there is, I mean, for the best tea, in order to have you have to refresh tea after a certain time
to make it fresh.
A long period to make it fresh. But in the coffee houses, whenever you go there, you have the tea as well as the coffee.
And they play backgammon, right?
They play backgammon. Actually, the coffee houses was designed to be in the Ottoman times a gathering place. So it has social, economical, commercial, I would say, political connotations as well, even education. And coffee, Turkish coffee, is very related to folklore as well, and language. there are poems in Turkish literature about tea and coffee. But when you go to a coffee house, you have a backgammon. That's a typical Turkish name. You have to have it.
Tavla.
You have it, tavla in Turkey.
I've learned a lot of them, and I know how to play it very well, really? Of course. But we don't have the time. But I can assure you, if you stay after, I will maybe win.
Okay.
I was being cautious
With
there.
pleasure.
Now, the coffee shops. Is it true that only men attend?
In the old times, yes. Yes, because that is where the men gather. And actually in the Ottoman times there are different, I would say, coffee shops for even different proficiencies. For instance, Janissary coffee shops, craftsman coffee shops, and like these. But as time passes by, and especially in the modern times, the women.
Sometimes we get different messages from Turkey, because I know that Turkey was one of the first one under President Atatürk who had opened the vote to the woman, for example.
Exactly.
And now we watch the movies where we see, sometimes you see this woman very powerful, and then we get messages that sometimes women are not treated so well in Turkey. We hear about it maybe on the news or on social media. What is the reality with women? Are they still considered to be the people who are supposed to be cooking, or is it an open-minded?
No, it's not. It's not. Actually, it is and has become a misleading argument or saying or allegation that I mean it may happen in anywhere in the world, even in the most places all over the European countries, that sometimes women are ill-treated, yes. I would say, but to make a generalization, I think is misleading. I mean, after all, this is founder Atatürk's republic, and he gave the right, yes. To vote and be elected to women even
and
before.
And you even have members in parliament
yes,
who are female.
Yes, yes,
not
yes.
They're in the minority like Malta, but at least you have as well representatives.
Exactly, exactly, and many leading businesswomen.
The films, the movies, Maltese people are going crazy about the Turkish movies and about the Turkish man. You know, they keep looking, and about the scenery. And, you know, all of a sudden, 1 minute we were thinking that Turkey was this, you know, normal place with the usually we used to see these men with the mustache, you know, and now all of a sudden this image has changed, and everyone wants to go to Turkey, and everyone wants to discover Turkey, which is beautiful. And you're helping us discover Turkey from here. I don't know if we can perhaps mention some of the food in the breakfast, because these are all traditionally yours. For example, the bread, that is simit.
Exactly.
I love it.
You know, we consume Turkish bread, which is almost close to Maltese bread. Actually, since I've arrived here, I've been consuming Maltese bread
really?
a lot.
Okay.
A lot. It resembles a lot to Turkish bread, which is my favorite, together with the Maltese bread. So it's so close. But simit, we can say it. I mean, if to compare. A bagel with sesame seeds.
With a lot of sesame seeds.
But it's special, not like exactly bagel. It's very typical.
And it's a street food as well, right? It's a Turkish street food?
It is street food, and let's mention that you should taste simit with chai, especially when you are crossing the Bosphorus in Istanbul on typical Turkish ferries.
Okay. We're not even taking our tea, but I'm going to go there so we can mention some other food, and I can mention, like, Chef, may I come next to you? Do you mind? And His Excellency is coming as well with you. So we can talk about a bit of the food. Will we bother you here?
Yes.
No, it's okay.
I will make now.
Yes, please.
Turkish menemen.
Menemen, so you need tomatoes.
Yes.
And green pepper.
Green pepper.
And what else?
Oil.
Uh-huh. And the special
1 eggs.
eggs, and you're
Yes.
using the sausage
This-
as well?
Sucuk.
Sucuk. That
Sucuk.
is special Turkish sausage, right?
Special Turkish sausage. Actually, you can put sucuk in menemen as well. And if you like, apart from tomatoes and peppers, you can add onions to menemen.
Tomatoes, okay.
But that is up to your choice and taste. And the common dish in kahvaltı, in breakfast, is to have sucuk with eggs.
The sucuk, and this is the sucuk, which is the traditional Turkish. Another thing which is traditional is that like kind of buttery cheese. What is that?
Yes, it is cream, cream, and we have butter. We also have white cheese and kashar,
Which is that cheese,
we
right?
called the yellow cheese.
The yellow cheese.
The yellow cheese. Of course, indispensable olives, black olives and the
Those
green
always,
olives.
right?
Always, always. That's the indispensable part of the
Has to be part of it.
Turkish breakfast, and of course tahini.
This is what's may I because I need to show this because you have to see this. I know I'm not supposed to touch like that, but this is a very big speciality of Turkish.
Yes, tahini
This is
with almonds.
Tahini with almonds you dip and you eat with the savory, even though it's a
Exactly.
bit sweet. You
Exactly.
still eat with the savory.
Exactly.
And this is makes Turkish food even more special somehow.
If you want to make it less sweet or take away the sweetness, I would say, you can add pekmez, which is made of grapes,
Okay.
and add to tahini. Stir it a little bit, and have it with bread or with simit.
We'll leave you in peace, chef, because we are making him, we're giving him excitement over there, obviously. And our time is almost finished. We didn't even have time to talk about a lot of things. How do you find Malta? You've been here almost 4 years now.
Will be almost 4 years.
You've been around the world, because I was seeing Middle East, Germany, America, everywhere. You've been everywhere.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I traveled. I would say many parts of the world. Of course, each one of them had a different touch on me. Not only with consideration of my professional career, of course, in diplomatic service, added up to my proficiency, but in culture and social ways as well. Apart from establishing many friends, I got accustomed to many different cultures, some mixed, some distinct. And I would say, frankly, from my heart, that since the first day I set foot in Malta, I was welcomed with the warmest hospitality. Not only because, but I think owing that as Maltese and Turks, we are both Mediterranean.
Yes.
Mediterranean identity.
We have quite a few words which are the same, but you know, when we talk, sometimes when we're angry or we hit our foot or we drop something, you know what we say. Oh, I'm sure they told you. They didn't tell you that after 4 years?
No.
I'll tell you after, then I thought you knew about it.
Okay.
We talk about the Turk, we say, Torok.
Okay.
We blame the Torok for everything. Everything that goes bad at home, we blame the Torok. You didn't know about this?
No, I didn't.
Natalie,
No, I
how
didn't.
didn't you tell him about that?
No,
I have to explain.
I
No,
didn't.
I'll have to tell you.
But-
And you know, when it rains
That's
and
what
it's sunny.
That's what I was going to mention. I was told that.
Yes,
By
we say the blonde Turk was born.
Yes, and it was so kind that one of the state dignitaries told me that in our first encounter. So that was so pleasing.
Because
so
you
pleasing
left a
to
lot
hear.
of impact on Malta as well, even though it was such a long time ago. Maltese people still talk about the Turks in different ways, obviously, but we still talk about you. I think they want you to show me something. I'm being a bit...
Yes.
Presuntuża kont jiena.
Now, just a token of my thanks, if you kindly accept
Thank you.
a gift from
With
me
pleasure.
to you.
Look at xi anka
it will be- you can- you can-
ir-repjata
you can open it up
bil-xismu
if you
ta'
wish.
Turkija. Kemm ikollhom look, ara kollox bla Turkija xi This is something that fascinates me, the fact that when I went to Turkey the first time, everywhere I looked, there were flags everywhere. Everywhere Turkish flags.
Yeah,
You're so proud. It's
We
so
are.
beautiful,
We are.
you know?
we are.
I'm very curious. I don't know if it's supposed to be opened now, but I'm curious and I want to see. Okay. I'm assuming it's something Turkish, right?
It is typically Turkish. I'm sure that you will like it.
Aha! I'm gonna be making coffee.
Yes.
Oh, sweet they are. Xi ġmiel, ara xi ġmiel. Ooh, how cute.
And these are typical Kütahya style
Honey.
coffee
Oh,
glasses,
how cute.
porcelain coffee glasses.
Beautiful. Thank you. Much appreciated.
You are most welcome.
Much appreciated with the coffee and all. Hello. Chef, I thank you from my heart. Kesene bereket. Because I know you say this to bless
Exactly.
your finances. Like, thank you for what you have. A lot of expressions which are very special, and it's a pity that that we don't appreciate these things in your culture. There's a lot of beautiful things in your culture.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Both ways.
It's been such a pleasure. You're excellent. Honestly,
My pleasure.
I wish we had a lot more time. Maybe we can do a part 2 before you go back.
I would be pleased.
Thank you.
I would be pleased too. Thank you for having me again.
It was lovely.
Very kind of you.
Thank
It's
you.
my pleasure.
Fair. Ħafna. Grazzi. Thank you, chef. Thank you lilkom, bib. Grazzi.
Grazzi.
Ħanala nikonkludja u ħanajt grazzi sponsors kollha ġenerali għasan semmihom wieħed għax il-ħin ma jippermettix. Nispera li kienet xi ħaġa differenti, għalija kienet differenti ħafna u vera ħadd gost. Il-kulturi huma differenti, sbieħ li napprezzaw il-xulxin, napprezzaw aħna Maltin ta' madwarna. Forsi ma jitkellmux bil-lingwa tagħna, però għandna ħafna mħabba lejn xulxin. U aħna qegħdin insebħu il-kulturi ta' xulxin. Grazzi li kontu magħna l-bqija tal-festa tajba narakom għada. Illum ma' Stef jirringrazzja lil Maypole, Planning Authority, Colombini Casa by Bond u JB Stores.